Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the pale... The theme of my speech is to never forget and never quit. And I believe that we can use this in every area of our lives. If you never forget to never quit, then you are going to accomplish more than you thought you could. And I had to do that. I had to find out that my stretch is further than my reach. In the military, it's extremely important to remember this, because there's a lot of times when you think that there's nothing left, but you know what? There's a reserve. You just got to tap it. But again, I tried to surround myself around people, as I say, that were bigger than life. Bill was bigger than life, but I had somebody else that was even bigger. And in my 5th grade class, I had my first adult male teacher. And I'm going to call him Mr. N, just so that I can keep his name anonymous. And you'll know why when I get done with the story. Mr. N was about 6'2", probably about 240 pounds, sheer rock, okay? And he was sharp. I mean, he was like a tack. And I loved this man. I learned so much from this guy. I couldn't wait to get done with my paper route and get to school. Can you believe that as a 5th grader? Because he inspired me. And he taught me passion, because he had passion in everything he did in life. And you know what? It was contagious, because I caught it. I said to him on a first phone call, this is about a year ago, I told him what my background was, but there was one question that had been on my mind for 40 years. I said, Mr. N, is it true? Have you been a CIA operative all your life? This is a D-ring from a reserve parachute. This is my D-ring. Well, I counted to 4, I looked up, and here is this ball of crap that is falling as fast as I am. I said, oh, they trained us. It's time for the reserve chute. Now, I got to tell you, they call it the reserve chute, but in my opinion, if you got to pull this one, it's the emergency chute. And on Wednesday, I got a phone call, Wednesday morning, and on the phone they said, Tom, you have squamous undifferentiated carcinoma. That very afternoon, a stranger called me, the same day. And he says, Tom, I understand you're a SEAL. I said, yes, sir, I am. He says, I understand you give pretty good speeches. I said, well, I try. He says, well, how would you like to give the keynote speech on Memorial Day in 2.5 months, right after the senators and Congressman Ron Kind speak? You'll be the keynote speaker. I said, I will be there. My doctor says, you guys are crazy. You're crazy. You don't know how we're going to beat you up with this treatment. You might be dead on Memorial Day. You may not be able to walk, and you may not have a voice to speak with. I said, if I have to crawl and whisper, I said I would be there. So I spoke in front of 500 people at 104 pounds on a 95-degree day. And I was the last speaker, so I had to wait an hour and a half sitting on a metal chair. 2 minutes into it, my legs started to give out. And I was praying at the same time I was reading the speech, saying, dear God, please don't let me fall on my face. I've been introduced as a Navy SEAL. How's that going to look? So this is the last minute of that speech. Just by us living our lives with the freedom they were willing to die for. And we must never forget. And to raise our families with good core values and morals and be an active part of your community would say it all. So everyone, and celebrate the rest of your Memorial Day, eat more ice cream, laugh and smile freely, because we live in the greatest country in the world, the United States of America.